Hi, everyone, and welcome to Urban Renal Talk with Tamika and Steve. Well, as you can see, Steve is not here tonight, so it is just me. I am solo. I hope everyone has had an amazing week, and we're going to start the show. Thank you for watching in advance. Today's guest, his name is Len Richard. He needs a kidney, and he also needs a liver. So let's hear his story. It's quite interesting because he went to Mexico to get stem cells. And let's hear a little bit about his story. So I'm going to bring him on. Thank you, guys. Hi, Lynn.
Hello, how you doing?
Finding yourself.
Good.
So if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, the viewers is watching.
Okay, I am native of Chicago. I am 46, uh, former semi-retired professional stuntman. Did stunts in movies like Barbershop, Baby Boy. I've doubled Ice Cube. I've doubled Anthony Anderson. A few years ago, maybe almost 10 years ago, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. And at that time, the doctor told me that I might need a liver transplant. So after further evaluation, they found out that I did. I started getting sicker and sicker. I was getting encephalopathy, which is confusion, meaning that my liver wasn't filtering the toxins correctly. So they were going to my brain, and I was getting confused. Sometimes I wouldn't know who I was, I wouldn't know anyone. So after they did a procedure called a TIPS procedure, where they redirected the blood flow of my liver, um, that kind of got me off of the liver transplant list. But I was still ill. I still had the type 2 diabetes, which we were trying to figure out where that came from because until recently, none of my family members were really diabetics. And so after that, I started getting, kidney damage. But they had always told me that I would need probably a kidney and a liver transplant or kidney and a pancreas transplant. And they wanted to do it all at once. But since that TIPS procedure, and then I went to Mexico about 3 years ago, and I had stem cell therapy. Since that, my liver has been fine, but my kidneys have taken a hit from overworking with the diabetes, and also overworking with the liver disease. So now I need a kidney, but they don't want to do the kidney without doing the liver.
Right.
And it's kind of a catch-22 because no telling when I'll need a liver because my liver is functioning fine,
Right.
but my kidneys are taking a hit. And, they mentioned that my kidneys are 10%. They mentioned, the D word, which I don't want to put that into the universe, dialysis.
Right.
That it's not anything that I need right now, but, they say I might need it down the road. So I'm trying to do what I can. I'm going to go and try to do another stem cell therapy treatment to see if that'll help kind of, reverse what's going on with my kidneys. Because if you know, stem cells, once they enter the body, they travel to whatever needs repairing and they repair that part of the body. When I went to Mexico, they used my own stem cells. They went to my back and used bone marrow stem cells. And um, after speaking to some other doctors, they told me that they should have done umbilical stem cells, which are brand new stem cells that have come from you know,
Maybe.
womb of a child.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my illness actually started when I was younger. With my liver, it's called congenital hepatic fibrosis. So pretty much it was something I was born with, and as I got older, it started revealing itself. And it's basically a scarred liver, like cirrhosis or something like that. So
Right.
um, I remember when I was about 13, I got really ill. They didn't know what it was that was making me ill. I spent a month in the hospital, and they did all kinds of tests. They sent the labs to the CDC and different types of organizations trying to figure out what was wrong. And I just got better. And over the years, as I started getting older, that's when it kind of started revealing itself.
Wow. So you said you went to Mexico and did stem cell.
Correct.
How did you hear about that? Like, what made you go?
A friend of mine actually told me about it. Her one of her relatives was like stage 4 cancer,
Hmm.
and her relative went and had stem cell therapy, and it reversed the cancer. The
Wow.
doctors here had told her there was nothing that they could do, but
Wow.
she decided to go and try to do stem cell therapy. And when she went and did it and she went back to the doctor, there was no traces of the cancer.
Wow. You know what's so weird is because the US don't allow certain things and the other countries do. They
Yep.
don't do a lot of procedures that a lot of other countries do. For what reason, I don't know why they wouldn't try that. Even if it didn't work, at least they tried
Right.
to do the stem cells.
Right.
So for your second procedure is stem cells, where are you getting them done at?
I'm actually going to get it done in Chicago.
Oh,
There's
okay.
I found a doctor locally who could do the stem cell.
Wow. So with your kidney disease, you said you're at 10%,
That's what they told me. They told me my kidneys were functioning at 10% right now.
and they never gave you a tentative date for the D word because at 10% they usually put someone on the machine.
Right. No. No.
No, okay. You haven't had any swelling or anything,
I did have swelling. I did have swelling in my left ankle,
and they
but
gave you Lasix.
yes, exactly.
Okay, let me just tell you what that Lasix does.
It's not Lasix. It starts with a B, bromometide. But it works along the same. It's a water pill.
It's a water pill, right? So let me just tell you what the water pill does, because a lot of people don't know what the water pill does, and they take it and they don't know the effects of the water pill. So this is what happens. A sponge.
Yes.
So the Lasix acts like a sponge, and it sucks up all the water and brings it out of your body. So what it does is it just stresses your kidney to get as much fluid off of it as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if your kidney is already damaged, what's going to happen if you continue to use the Lasix?
Damages it more.
Exactly.
Wow.
But they don't tell you that. They don't tell you a lot of things.
Right.
So I would be careful using that Lasix.
Okay.
Okay? I would just be real careful because that can damage your kidney more, and as you said, you don't want to go on the D word anytime soon. So watch that.
Okay.
Watch your sodium intake because that's what's causing some of the swelling also.
Okay.
So did they put you on a restricted diet?
No. No. But
They
I know what to eat.
mhm.
But no, I'm not on a restricted diet right now.
Okay, they didn't put you on like a renal diet or anything?
No.
No? Wow. And how do you feel about what could possibly be going on?
I'm not happy about it. Um, I feel like it's affecting a lot of things in my life that I like to be doing
Hmm.
that, that it doesn't allow me to do. Like I like my legs have been weak, like, kind of walking up the stairs. And I spoke to a, a, a natural doctor, and she was saying that's usually your kidneys. She said
Right,
walking up, she said that's usually your kidneys. She said walking down is usually like your liver.
right. So you have them both going up and going down the steps.
Yeah, but it's more going up than going down.
Going up. You feel short of breath a lot?
Yeah.
No, but that's good. You just have a lot of pain in your lower extremity.
Yeah, I'm sore.
You sore a lot.
Sore.
And when you go to your nephrologist, what is he saying?
It's the first time that's what he said. That's what he mentioned about the,
You
about,
do
dialysis later on down the road.
right, right, right. And you're opposed to dialysis?
Well, yeah, yeah. From people said that it's a different.
No,
I
don't.
don't. I don't. It's the thing I like to avoid as much as possible because I've seen people on it and I've seen what it does to them.
Mhm.
They're tired and just the things that it does to them.
Right. So dialysis is different from everyone. There's some people that's not tired like that. It
Hmm.
is a straining, um, it does put a strain on your body because it's foreign and it's
Right.
like sucking all this fluid off of you in a crazy amount of time. But it is beneficial. And you can't go on other people's experiences when it comes to this because everyone has different reasons why they're on dialysis.
Hmm.
And then not everyone follows what they're supposed to follow.
Right.
So there's something called the renal diet that patients are supposed to adhere to, and a lot of times that they don't. And also they eat on a machine, and sometimes eating on a machine when your blood pressure drops, it makes it even worse. So then you have to recover a couple days after that because you got sick on the machine. So it's different reasons why people are tired. Not always is from their treatment. They have other illnesses.
Hmm.
There's other ways you can do dialysis. You can do it at home.
Right.
You get the PD catheter in you. I see a lot of people are more energized with the PD catheter or doing it at home hemo. So maybe you should look into those things. Those things is going to keep your energy up.
Okay.
But don't just go on someone else's word where you don't want to be on dialysis because that's going to keep you here
Hmm.
or you don't want to be here. Hmm?
Um.
You tired?
Sometimes I. Sometimes I think about just if it gets down to it, I'll tell whoever just to pull the plug.
No. You can't pull the plug because you still have so much life to live. Like you can't let this disease conquer you. You're supposed to conquer it.
Yeah.
You
Well.
know, don't feel like you want to give up. This is just the second phase of your life. Your life is not over. You still have much, much more life to live. It's just different. It's just a transition you're going through. It's just a different way of living now. Your life is not over.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I just feel like, being there is so much I done missed out on. And, I just feel like, just, if it comes down to it, because I don't want people worried about me either.
Right. But people worrying about you now. You can't stop. You know what I learned? You can't stop people from worrying about you. You cannot stop people from worrying about you.
That's true.
If they love you, they're going to worry. And be thankful that you have those people that love you and that's going to worry, because those are the ones that's going to help you. And
Right.
never feel like a burden, because if you are a burden, they won't do it. They won't help you if you're a burden on them. You
Yeah.
know, God put people in our lives for a reason, and He take away people out of our lives for a reason.
Right.
So you lean on your support system and you lean on your faith. And if you need to get medical care as far as seeing a therapist, it's okay,
Mhm.
because this is new. This is a new transition in your life that no one ever told you was going to happen.
Right.
And then the stories that you hear from people makes it even more scary.
It's just
I've
been,
been, I'm sorry.
it's been, just the whole, length of time that has been, as far as just, being in this state, and
Hmm.
it's just nothing that it's not a good feeling. Put it that way.
Right. And there's so many people out there feeling like you. So
Right.
just know that you're not alone. Do you have anyone to talk to about your illness?
Yeah, I have people I can talk to.
Yeah, you may need to want to reach out to them a little more, and talk about your illness, and don't look at it like a death sentence. Is that how you look at it?
In a sense, yeah.
It's
I,
not.
I'm not, I'm not saying it's a death sentence, but
Hmm.
it's a inconvenience.
It's an inconvenience, yes, but it can work out in your benefit. Well, it does work out in your benefit. You just have to change your mindset on how you look at it.
Mhm.
You could look at it like this is the place you go for 4 hours where people cater to you.
Right.
Because that's what we do. I'm a dialysis technician, and
Mhm.
I have to, whatever my patients want, I get them. They want water. I'm not getting them coffee. They know that. I'm not getting them no chips. They know that. Okay, sometimes I do go get chips. I'm not going to lie. But, that's a place where, we take care of you. Where in your life are you being catered to for 4 hours?
Right.
If you need us to scratch your back, you know what? We're going to scratch your back.
Yeah.
So don't feel like it's the end of the world, or it's a transition. And in life, there's always different transitions. And that's where it takes for you to look at the bright side of it. Find that silver lining. Find that silver lining. There's nothing really that you can't do on dialysis. It's just you do it differently.
Mhm. But
You can.
I'm
Mhm.
trying to avoid talking about dialysis because it's nothing that I want to do. I understand you're a technician, but
Mhm.
it's nothing I want to
To do.
to to just think about right now. If it
Right.
comes to the point where they say, yeah, there's no other way, then that's when I think about it. But I want to try to do everything I can not to
Right.
have to,
Go on.
right, not to have to go on, not to have to, I even hate that I have to, that they're even talking about a transplant, because I really don't want anyone else's organs in my,
Okay.
you don't know what type of side effects.
Hmm.
You don't know where, you don't know where it's going to lead you.
Right. But I do understand that. I totally, because the compromised kidneys, I don't really feel, because they're compromised. Like the word compromised, like there's something's not right with them. But a living donor transplant or even a cadaver transplant is worth trying.
But what, I'm just saying, you know, no telling how many years. Like one of my friends, he was on dialysis for 4 years before
Hmm.
before he even got a transplant.
Right. But remember, we had the conversation earlier today, and the doctors really should be working you up now. I don't understand why
And they're
you're
not.
right. And you should try to go somewhere else, see whatever options you have as a transplant hospital and go there and start your own workup. Like, because they really should be, especially because you need two organs. Why wait till
Yeah,
everything fell for you to get treatment? I think that's crazy. I think they should do it now when you're at a healthier state versus when you're going to be a little more ill.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
I just don't understand that. What brings you joy?
Um, not being not being ill or not having to think about being
Did
ill, not having like it brings you it brings you thoughts,
hmm
brings bad thoughts. I enjoy traveling.
hmm
Um, I enjoy California.
Right. So do you know you can still travel?
Yeah, I know. I,
And
I
when the last time have you been to California? Maybe you need a
it was
recharge.
yeah, yeah, it was back in June. Back in
Okay,
June.
maybe you need a recharge or maybe get a room out there or something like that where you can stay where it brightens you up.
Yeah.
Because you need positive energy for your body to act correctly. You can't be in a negative state and expect your body sparks to perk you up. It's not going to happen like that. Like, you control how you feel, believe it or not. Like, if you think negatively or internally you're sad, that's how your body's going to react.
Mm.
So you have to like think positive and perk yourself up. Like, there's always a bright spot. There's always a silver lining. Even with this disease, there's a silver lining. So you have to just, perk yourself up. Don't look at it as a negative thing. Look at it as a positive thing because you can still travel. The things you love to do, you still can do them. You just do them differently.
Well, one of the things, like I said, I want to try the stem cell therapy again. I want to
Yeah.
try, an alternative because, what you know, what they're talking, what the medical doctors are talking, is just, it seems so far off,
hmm
like it's something that never may happen. And I don't want to get to the point where I'm so sick
Right.
where, I'm so sick where I can, I can't really enjoy anything, man. I have to, get a, you get a transplant, you get this and you get that, but then, it still don't tell me where I'll be as far as, health wise.
Right. And I totally understand it. And yes, that is something that no one knows where you're going to be, but you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow, but you plan to wake up, right?
That's true. So,
Okay. You can't see God, but you still pray to Him.
that's right. Right.
So it's all mindset. Like, you really got to shift your mind on how you thinking because your thinking could be toxic. You get what I'm saying? Like, the way you're thinking about things could make it worse on your heart than if you think about it in a positive light. You know, they have actual cruises you could go on dialysis. Have you heard of them? The
No.
cruises? You could go on cruises. They have a dialysis cruise boat. and they go on cruises.
Mhm.
Like there is life after dialysis.
I stopped talking about
Okay, I won't talk about it no more. But
it.
answer this question: how long does the stem cell take to work? Because it may be
It
someone
takes,
else.
it takes a, it starts working, just depends on your body, but usually within a few months, you start seeing results.
Okay, so you have to get it one time and then it start working right away. I mean, it starts slowly working.
Yes.
Is it covered by your insurance?
No, it's not.
What?
No, it's not. So the first treatment, I did a fundraiser,
Okay.
and I raised funds to go do it. Um, so this one, still trying to figure out how I'm going to raise the funds. I was going to do another fundraiser, but I already did that.
You can
So,
still do it again.
you know,
Did you
but
try a GoFundMe?
I did set up a GoFundMe, but I didn't get
Monies.
any response. Yeah, any donations.
Try it again. Even though it didn't work the first time, try it again. It's like going to take your driver's test. Okay, you may have failed this time, but try it again.
Right. I needed to go viral.
Yeah, exactly. Go
All,
viral. Start telling your
right.
story.
All I need is $6,000. So I just need to.
Right. Keep putting it out there every day. Get on Instagram, get on Facebook, and tell your story. Give them the link. You never know who's going to give what.
That's true.
What they say, a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yep.
So if you're not asking, you're not receiving.
That's true.
I would create a T-shirt line real quick.
I
I would think
no,
about
I
something
did that for the first one. For the
and do it again for the second one.
first one out, I did something where I was when people made it, like the first 10 people or so that made a donation, I would send them a T-shirt.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. You can even do bracelets. I know a place where you could get like 200 bracelets for $81. That's with shipping and everything. You could sell each bracelet for $3. And then from there, you could get more bracelets and you could keep it going. Got
okay,
to
yeah,
start somewhere.
that's a good idea.
And it could be about whatever you want to put on it, or you could hold workshops to teach people how to be stuntmen.
You know,
You can let them know you're an expert. They're not going to check your credentials to see if you're an expert. They're not going to look and say, "Sir, where's your piece of paper at?" You have all these people out here talking about they're experts and only did 2 or 3 things.
true.
So that's something you could teach people. No one really holds a class on how to be a stuntman.
That's true.
So that's something else you could do. You could charge $500 per person. They could come to somewhere for 5 weeks. That's $100 per week per person. And all you're doing is sitting and you're talking to them about the industry, what they can do, what they can't do, how to do this and how not to do that.
It is true.
Something to think about, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you made it somewhere, so you can help someone else get there and just charge them. And you tell them that you're an expert in what you're talking about. You show them a couple clips. That's it. All you gotta do is show people a couple clips, couple pictures, and in today's society, they just believe you.
It is true. Yes, it is.
You go start a whole social media page talking about stuntman and doing this and doing that, and you never know the doors are going to open up. You use the right hashtags.
It is true.
Yeah, yeah, shoot, and just think of different ways how to make that money that you need.
Yeah, because for my first one, I mean, I went on. They did an article on me and on blackdoctors.org.
Mm-hmm.
They did an article. I went on a TV show, a local TV show here. What else? I had a little bit of media attention.
Yeah, but that's all you need is social proof.
Time.
The same people that wrote an article on you, you can let them know that you're having a fundraiser, and there goes another article. And there goes people that you normally would not have reached if you didn't open your mouth and ask. You could contact them and let them know, hey, I'm going through this right now. I'm trying to get stem cell research. You could tell them the importance of stem cell research. You could tell them the importance of what you're going through, why it's needed. No is your best friend, because the more no's you get is going to lead you to a yes. No means next opportunity.
Yeah.
So I love no's. You tell me no, no problem. Thank you. I'm moving on to the next one. So you could write these letters out within a week, and people may start sending things back. Try it. Try to get that money that you need to get this research.
That is.
Do you have any family to help you write letters or send some letters off?
Yeah. Yeah. I can get some people to do that.
Yeah, and put on your professional voice and you make some phone calls, because I know you have a professional voice. You know
Right.
what voice I'm talking about. Bring bring that voice out and
Right.
make some phone calls, and you make a way to get that money. Give yourself a deadline, give yourself to June and get that money. You got this.
For June.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's damn near November.
Right.
So really to get things rolling is going to take like a month.
Right.
And then I don't know why, but everything shuts down in December and picks back up in January.
Yep. Holiday time.
Yes, but you can do it. If you need our help, you could come on our show and, ask for donations. We'll gladly put you on it to help you get what you need to get the stem cell research.
Okay.
Because we're about helping one another. We're about educating and advocating and, raising awareness for this disease.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So do you know what hospital did you go have this stem
There's
cell done?
there's a local doctor here that would do it. You don't go into a hospital. There's
Oh,
a local doctor that would do it.
okay. Well,
So,
he can't get you a discount or something if you bring some people with you. That's a
yeah,
lot.
but he has to pay for the stem cells.
Yeah.
Because they have to order the stem cells.
Right. So what was
That,
it like
that's
in
what it
Mexico?
costs.
I'm sorry?
Huh?
What was it like in Mexico? Tell them about the experience in Mexico when you received the stem cells.
I went to Tijuana, Mexico, and in Mexico, what they did, they went into my back, so they
Mm.
to my bone marrow. So they took some bone marrow and they took my own stem cells from my bone marrow
Mm-hmm.
and put it in a solution and injected those back into me. But the thing about it, is that with my stem cells were already contaminated.
What?
So
From them?
they're not. No. Just with my stem cell, with my body being sick,
Mm.
but like from the umbilical, it's fresh stem cells.
Right, from a
New,
baby.
right, new stem cells, and they're 100 times stronger than my stem cells.
Right.
So
Wow.
that's why. But stem cell research has been around for years, and
True.
does work. It's just a matter of the U.S. government. Of course, they're not going to support
Hmm.
because it takes away from if you're curing people. What is it doing?
It takes away from their business.
Exactly.
It's just like the
To
CBD oil.
this exactly, and I've been taking CBD. Actually sell CBD. Do a company
Okay. Okay.
CBD and also products with CBD. So there's internal and external products.
Right. And is the internal one that's like the temperature you put on your tongue?
Yes, you put under your tongue, and then you let it, let your body absorb it.
How long does that usually take?
Uh, you can when you take the CBD, you can feel it right away. It's
Wow, because I know people that do the
like
creams and stuff, but not the tinctures.
now the creams work good too for pain.
Hmm.
You know, I have a particular cream that I use. It has CBD in it and it has menthol in it, so
Mm.
that's good for the pain. But again, the CBD um, absorbs into the skin. It still absorbs into the body in your
Hmm.
pores, and it's good for pain. A lot of people use it for pain, for stiffness. CBD is good for inflammation. And
Mm.
since I've been feeling better since I've been taking, the CBD oil.
The CBD. Have
Right.
you ever thought about creating your own brand? This way you can
I
be
would
an entrepreneur and make your own monies.
I would like to. I've saw some branding companies, but what I need to do is just research their CBD.
Right.
Their particular CBD and
Strain.
figure out where they get it from. Because it's different strands, like you say. They grow in CBD and overseas and right here in the U.S. So it's different strands, and you want to have at least 98%.
Yes, like you want the stevia. I heard the stevia was like the best, but you can kind of make CBD on your own. I'll talk to you about it later.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'll tell you how it was made by accident with me.
Okay.
Um, and you can do it easy, but it takes about 6 weeks to ferment. So,
Okay.
but yeah, you can do it with $20. Let's just say that you can start it with $20. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are against it, and then even in Illinois, California, certain states,
Yeah.
real stuff that's legal, the THC,
Yeah.
which is which is you- for medicinal purposes. There's nothing wrong with THC. The thing is that when people buy it on the street, they don't
Hmm.
know
No,
this.
it's in it. Right.
But
Right. But right, you don't know what type of fungus is in it. That's why they don't recommend it for people who had transplants on how they made it or whatever. And the
right,
fungus could attack the transplant.
okay,
Yeah, because I have a lot of people. I've been having this conversation on Instagram inside my DM about the cannabis oil. Like, how do the patients react to it? Have they used it? Does it help? Versus the doctors want to give them Percocets and stuff like that.
hmm,
'Cause that's the first thing the doctors want to do is give them pain pills.
right,
But why would you give a patient pain? Sorry, why would you give a patient pain pills and they can't? I'm sorry, they can't excrete the toxins. That doesn't make any sense. So the pain pills is nothing but poison.
hmm,
So
hmm.
yeah, yeah, you can also advertise what you sell on your page too to get that 6,000. I'm just
And I
brainstorming.
have I've been this particular company right now. I've been sharing my page. I've had some people place some orders.
Okay, well, if you share it, if you put it in my DM, then I can share it on my page too.
Okay, okay.
Okay, that way we could get you some orders to help you get what
And
you need.
it's not expensive. They even have like you could buy like a trial size bottle
Oh
sample,
wow.
which is like $10.
Okay, is that the Is that the 30 gram one, like the 1 ounce one,
Yeah,
the trial? Yeah, awesome. Because you never know who's looking for it, who don't have the money to actually purchase it.
right.
So that may be well, you know. Do you know what's the name? What's the name of the company that you use?
It's called HB Naturals, Health and Body.
HB
Right, Health
Naturals.
and Body Naturals.
Okay, yeah. Become a representative, or you can get a lot of
Well, you
clientele from
can
that.
you can you can become a representative for free.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's free to sign up to become a rep.
Okay, yeah. Use your social media page to really push that brand, and also you'll wind up getting compensated for it,
Right, of course.
right?
So,
So, what do you want to let people know about what you're going through, or say to someone else that's going through what you're going through?
um, it's not easy, but it's manageable, and you're gonna
Hmm.
have your ups and downs as far as your mood goes. Some days you feel good. Some days you just, you know, you don't feel well at all. Some days you happy. Some days, you depressed.
Right.
Um, but you know, just waking up, wake up every day and just, try to keep your mind off of it and, try to be as healthy as you can
Right.
and search for other methods. Don't always listen to what the doctors say because sometimes the doctors may only be trying to lead you in one way, and you have to kind of look at and
Hmm.
research for yourself other ways in managing your condition and helping yourself.
Right, right. Real quick, what made you find the stem cells? Because I've never heard of stem cell research in kidney function and kidney disease.
Well, like I say, a friend of mine told me about it. That her relative had stage 4 cancer, and the doctors told her, go to hospice. There's nothing we could do. So they went to Mexico and they had stem cell therapy. And,
Okay.
he's cancer free.
Wow. And still to this day.
Still to this day, yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Could you tell people where they can find you? Because the show is almost over, so I want people to be able to reach out to you.
Okay. I am on Instagram at Len Richard 73. I am on Facebook as Len Richard. I'm on Twitter as L Richard 3, the number 3.
Hmm.
And if you want some CBD products internally and externally, go to HB Naturals, HBNaturals.com /Len Richard, RICHARD, no S.
I know I keep saying that. So I'm actually putting that up there so people can see if they wanted to purchase some CBD from you. This is the link to purchase CBD from Len Richard. If you want to contact him personally, you can find him on Instagram and on Facebook and also on Twitter. Real quick, in Chicago, did you notice a lot of dialysis centers there?
Man, they popping up like wildfire flowers. I mean, everywhere. Every,
Remember when there was the surge of like the Rite Aids and the CVS and stuff like that?
yeah.
Does it remind you of that?
They there's been I've seen quite a few like CVS's and a few Walgreens closing.
Hmm.
But you've been there's all kinds of dialysis places popping up.
Wow.
It would be good if they had health centers. You know, maybe different types of health centers other than um, other than uh, dialysis centers.
Right.
Another thing that I've tried too is
I, I,
acupuncture is pretty good, and massages. I like getting massages because that kind of relaxes the body.
That relaxes the body.
Yeah.
More self care. Oh, I'm a big advocate for self care.
Yeah.
Self care. And when you get the acupuncture, what does that do to the body? I'm not too familiar with acupuncture like that.
Okay, acupuncture is a Chinese medicine, and everybody's kind of thrown off by acupuncture because of the needles.
Right.
Um, it it helps the body balance itself by balancing the chakra, the,
Mm,
the yin and the yang. I can't really explain it, but the yin and yang, I guess you would say the left side and the right side,
right.
helps the body balance itself that way.
Okay. And does that help you?
It has. It has helped. It helps blood flow, helps circulation,
Hmm.
helps you relax.
Helps you relax? Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna have to try that. Is it expensive?
No, it's not. I mean, you could go and to like a natural health center. I mean, there's plenty of acupuncture places. Usually, someone Chinese,
Right. We
but
have a Chinatown here in Philly,
right,
so I probably
yeah,
can find
yeah,
it.
they know exactly what they're doing as far as
Right.
you know. In Chinese medicine, there's a lady here in Chicago called the Tea Lady.
Hmm.
This lady will. This lady can look in your eyes. She can look at your tongue, and she can feel your pulse and tell you exactly what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They say the eyes tell a lot. A
I,
lot. The eyes can tell if you're sick or not.
yep, there's a. It's called iridology, where they look into
Mm.
the lines on your eyes. And
Wow.
they look at your tongue too. If your tongue was white, the coating on your tongue, they look at that also.
Wow. You said ironology?
Iridology. I
Oh yeah. Wow. That's crazy. You learn. Look, you always learn something new. Thank you, because I'm gonna look this stuff up and see if some of my patients could benefit from it. Like if you're tense, go get acupuncture. Like just try it. Try
yeah, right,
try try something else versus those pills.
right, right.
If you have a lot of pain, maybe try to go there. Or I do know meditation works with pain.
Meditation. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm getting ready to start really trying to get into is yoga. Yoga is
Hmm.
good for the body, keeping the body relaxed, keeping the body stretched out. Um,
Right.
there's a place here I went to the day is called Works
Hmm.
where you you exercise, but you're in a small room like a sauna. The
Hmm.
room the room is 125 degrees, and you're in that room and you're doing the exercise. Like they have a bike in there you could do. They
Hmm.
have yoga, but that heat helps reduce inflammation in your body, helps the body detox itself.
Wow. Wow. I even heard the Salt Rocks do that too. They have a place in New
Oh,
York that has the Himalayan salt rocks in
yeah,
it. And it's supposed to help too.
yeah, that does. So it's alternative, but the thing about it is, uh, a lot of people alternative things cost, and a lot of
Yes.
insurances want to cover alternative things. They want to cover your drugs and your medications and all that stuff. They don't want to. And then a lot of doctors, especially doctors here in Western medicine,
Hmm.
don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge other types of healing.
Right. Well, they don't want to acknowledge that because they'll take away money from them. So
Right.
they're
Yeah.
not going to say anything that's going to take away money from them because it's a booming industry.
Right.
It's booming.
Yeah.
So I want to first apologize because I didn't want to keep talking about the dialysis,
Oh,
but I
no
did
worries.
want to educate you, but I didn't want to like make you more depressed or hurt your feelings or anything like that. I just don't want you walking into it blind.
Mhm.
So I do apologize for that. And I also want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
We
me.
really appreciate you and you sharing knowledge on stem cells, acupuncture, and to look for another way to get treatment versus what the doctor is saying.
Well, thank you for having me. And also, I reached out to Erica Nikolic too, and
Okay.
he said she would love to come on.
Okay.
So I'll
Yes.
share
And
information with you on Instagram. Her Instagram is Let There Be Life.
yes, I spoke with her. She's going to give me a date because she's still getting the documentary is being released.
Right,
So
right.
she's really busy right now. Really busy right now. But don't forget to share your information with me so I can share it on this page and on the other groups that I'm on Facebook and also on the Instagram page, so people
Okay,
can try the CBD oil if they want to
right.
and help you with your fundraiser. But I need for you to every day ask. You're asking $1 from 6,000 people to help you get this stem cell.
That's true.
I can give you $5. Okay. So that's $5 towards your $6,000. All you asking
Well,
for is just $1. And you tell people your story every single day so they get tired of hearing it. And you never know what God is going to provide from you telling your story. You never know who's in the same boat, who has got help and who has got healed, that's willing to help someone else. You just don't know what God has in store for you, but you do have to ask.
right.
All right?
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome and have an amazing evening. And thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, and we'll be in
You'll be
touch
in touch.
and
Yes.
get any more information. Of course, I'll share with you
Yes.
to the patients also.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Good night. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for watching our show. It was very, very informative about stem cell research and for looking for other ways to get the treatment that you want. But what's even more importantly is just asking for help. Like, never be afraid to ask for help, to put the call out there. You never know who's going to be in a position to help you. And I pray that 6,000 people is able to give Len $1 to help towards him getting the stem cell research that he needs. So, you guys have an amazing evening. And I'll see you guys next time on Urban Renal Talk with Tamika and Steve. Bye bye.